my dears, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. I'm Shannon, and today I've got another tea talk video to share with you guys. Today I thought we'd talk about some of the teas I'm currently loving, and also some of the things on Netflix that I'm currently loving. So let's just jump right into it. Today I've got my Stay Weird mug. This is technically my daughter's Stay Weird mug that my sister gave her for her birthday last year. But you know, she's at school. She won't mind me using her mug. The tea that I've got in my mug right now is this jasmine green tea from the Walmart brand. It's so good. It's so good. And should be easy to find at any Walmart if you're interested in trying it. I've also been loving, I know I've mentioned this one before, but it's the chai spice black tea from Stash. If you love spicy teas, this one is so good. I love black tea. That's my favorite tea. Green tea I kind of make myself drink for, you know, the good benefits that it has. But I love black tea. And this chai spice one is so good. So, Netflix. I tried to keep in mind when going through the things that I'm currently loving on Netflix that Netflix Canada and Netflix America, and of course all the other worldwide Netflix, are different. So a lot of these are, well, not a lot. Some of these are Netflix originals, so everyone should probably have them. And then I know a few, I'm pretty sure all of these, at least on American Netflix, you'll also have. Of course, I don't know about the rest of the world, but these are things I'm currently loving on Netflix. The first, we're going to start off keeping it pretty light, and that's Bob's Burgers. I absolutely love Bob's Burgers so much. I can't even talk about it without smiling. It's so fun. It's so funny. The characters are so great, and if you just want something light and fun, Bob's Burgers is perfect for that. Even like if I'm doing housework or folding laundry or something, I'll just put it on and have it in the background. Because I've already watched through the whole series once, so just keep it on in the background. I absolutely love it. My daughter loves it too. It's so funny. Another one that's pretty funny, this is actually a Canadian show, but I'm pretty sure it's also on American Netflix. And it's Schitt's Creek. Eugene Levy is in it, and then also Eugene Levy's real life son is in it, and he's playing his son in the show. So it's about, first of all, it's a fish out of water story, and I always love those kinds of stories. So it's about this family that were incredibly wealthy, and they lose all of their money, and they have to go live in a motel in this small town in the middle of nowhere. And it's just so funny. Just them trying to adjust to this new way of living. I love it. And Eugene Levy's so funny. His son is so funny. And so if you want something that'll definitely make you laugh, Schitt's Creek. What else do I have here? Keeping with the comedy, I've been really loving the new Dave Chappelle stand-up specials that have went up. I find Dave Chappelle so funny. And these specials are just great. There's two new ones that like just went up not too long ago, and they're very different. One is a huge arena where he's doing a big show, and then the other one, it looks like it's in a small club and he's just kind of sitting on a stool, and the audience is like 10 feet away by the looks of it, and it's just a more intimate feel. And the comedy is different, not just the area is different, the comedy is different. The small one, it's a little more serious and while still being funny, and it's excellent. He's a genius. I love them. What else has 1, 2, 3. So we'll get all the comedy out of the way. Grace and Frankie, I've been loving so much. If you haven't seen that, you need to watch it. It's so funny. Their chemistry together is just amazing. So good. Also, one that's kind of funny, kind of, I guess maybe you'd call it a dramedy, is Easy. That one's a Netflix original too. It's kind of an anthology show. You start off and you meet, in the first episode, like you meet one group of people, and then another, and then another, and then as the episodes go on, those groups of people, we see how they know each other. And it's just kind of about everyday life things that we can all kind of relate to. You won't relate to every scenario, but you'll definitely find things within the various scenarios that you relate to, and I've really enjoyed that. There's 2 seasons of that up now. Another Netflix original that I really loved was Bloodline. It stars Kyle Chandler, who was in Friday Night Lights. So it's about this family. It ran for 3 seasons. The 3rd season aired last year, and then that was the end of it. The cast is amazing. Sissy Spacek's in it, Kyle Chandler, a bunch of, like, everybody in there you recognize from somewhere. It's got an amazing cast, and they're all a family, and there's mystery and there's tension, and it's so good. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend it. If you love family drama and things like that, which I love. I love watching family dramas and reading about them. So if you love that, you'll love Bloodline, and Kyle Chandler's so good in it. Another one, I know so many people have already talked about this, I probably already have as well, and that's Black Mirror. The best way I've heard it described is like a Twilight Zone for the digital age. That's a good description. It's so good. Some of the episodes are truly terrifying. I tried to get my husband to watch it. He watched 1 episode and it gave him such bad anxiety that he didn't want to watch anymore. And I can understand that feeling. It gives you just so much dread. And then you watch these episodes and you're like, how far away are we from something like that actually happening? And it's crazy. Again, it's like an anthology. Every episode is standalone, so you can just watch the newest season if you want, because the last 2 seasons, season 3 and 4, have been my favorite. So yeah, you can start anywhere. You don't have to start at the beginning. Peaky Blinders. I'm currently obsessed with Peaky Blinders. It's so good. It takes place after World War I in England. It stars Cillian Murphy, who I love. I love Cillian Murphy so much. There's also some seasons that have Tom Hardy and Adrian Brody. I mean, what else do you need to know about it? But yeah, it's, you know, it takes place after the First World War, 1920s England, I think Birmingham. And there's all kinds of drama, and I love it. I'm not too far in yet, so I can't really tell you too much about it, except from that Cillian Murphy is outstanding, and if you love period dramas, definitely go and check out that. Also, I've got 2 on my list that I haven't started yet that I can't wait to. One is Dark. I think Jenny Nunley, I think you've talked about this show before. I think it was you, and about how much you loved it. And I've got that on my to watch list, and I can't wait to start watching it. It looks creepy. I'm all about that. Very excited. The other one I want to start is Fargo, which is a series based on the movie. I don't know if it was a book before that. It might have been. But I know there was a movie in like the 90s, Fargo, and I loved that movie. And now it's a TV show. So 2 seasons I see are up on Netflix. So I can't wait to start watching that. Have you watched either of those, Fargo or Dark? What did you think of it? Do you have anything else you'd love to recommend to me? Because I would love to get your recommendations. I'm constantly looking for things to put in my watch later list. I also just recently watched a movie on Netflix the other night. I don't typically watch a ton of movies on there, mainly because I like to get caught up in series more so than movies. But this one came up in my recommended, and I just kind of read the blurb, and I thought it sounded really interesting. I, of course, for the life of me, can't remember the name. It starred Aubrey Plaza. I'll put the name right here now. And it was really good. It's about this woman. When we meet her, she's, we don't really know what's happening, but she storms into this wedding, and she, you know, calls the bride every name in the book. She can't believe she wasn't invited to this wedding. She storms off, and the next thing we see, she's in a mental hospital. She's there for a while, and then after that, she gets out, and then her mom dies. and her mom leaves her this sum of money. I think it's like $50,000 or $60,000. And then with that, she packs up and she moves, because her mom was really the only thing, the only close family she had. And so once her mom was gone, she was like, I don't need to stay here anymore. She packs up and leaves. And then she kind of becomes obsessed with this Instagram model, who's played by Elizabeth Olsen. And she becomes obsessed with her, and she begins, like, she moves into a neighborhood close by to where this girl lives, and she starts dressing like her, and she finds a way to get into her life, and she just becomes obsessed. And I don't know, that kind of feels like topical these days, like this could really happen. So if you're into that kind of like, I don't even know what genre I put it in. I guess just a drama, but yeah, the tension definitely builds, and then you're wondering, like, because you know she's got to get found out, and that's gonna become a thing, and it was really good. So if you're into that, definitely give it a go. Well, that's gonna do it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, let me know what you're loving on Netflix. I'm always looking for something new to watch. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with another book talk video. Bye guys.